All right, guys, here goes your quiz 3. Remember to download this, try your best, and then pause, and I will go over the answer, okay? All right, please go ahead. Okay, let's go over the answers. All right, number 1. What is an event in JavaScript? Name some of the popular events that we listen for. Well, an event is something that happens when a user interacts with your web page, right? Like via keyboard, typing, mouse clicks, mouse drags, right? Or even a microphone. Some popular events to keep track of are click, change, input, submit, drag, and so on. And we know there's a lot more than that, right? Check MDN. Number 2, what is event bubbling versus event capturing? And how can we use bubbling to our advantage? Okay, event bubbling is the default behavior. So that means when you click on an event with an event listener, that listener will run, but all listeners that are attached to that element's parents and grandparents will also run. And this is called bubbling. Okay. Now, capturing is the opposite of that, where the ones on the grandparents run first and it goes downwards. Event capturing is rarely used. Now, how can we take advantage of event bubbling? Well, we can take advantage of bubbling. For example, by putting a listener on the parent, which will fire when any of the children are clicked. By using event.target, we can still get information on what exactly the user clicked on. Okay, so thanks to event bubbling and thanks to the nature of how event.target works, we can do that. That leads us to number 3. How does event.target work? And what exactly does it return? So event.target will return exactly the element that you clicked on, right? If you clicked on some text that's part of the paragraph, it will return that whole paragraph, right, with the text content inside. This works well with event bubbling because even if the listener is not on the target that you clicked on, it will still return the target that you clicked on. Number 4, what does event prevent default do and why do we need it? Well, it prevents the default behaviors of most events. For example, on submit events, it will prevent the auto refresh when you submit, right? So this is useful so it doesn't reset everything. For checkboxes, it will prevent the box from being checked. 99% of events behaviors can be stopped with prevent default except for focus and blur. Okay, and I think also input and input. Okay, because you can't really stop that. All right, number 5, when dealing with forms, where must the submit event listener be placed and why? So it must be placed directly on the form element itself and not on the button and not on the children. This is because buttons cannot natively handle submit events. Thanks to the internal code, they only allow form tags to send submissions, type submit internally. Okay? So you can put like a click listener on your submit buttons, but never a type submit or it won't work. All right, let's move on.